It is ridiculously cold outside, but I am going to herald in spring with the perfect spring cookie bar, my lemon and lavender bars. Now you can leave out the lavender. I can see, hear, feel my daughters rolling their eyeballs right now because they think it's funny, my love of lavender. But I'm going to start and do everything in a food processor, making it very, very easy. Lemon bars are just quintessentially springy to me. I'm adding in a cup of flour there, and I'm also going to add in a quarter cup of powdered sugar. I have a stick of butter, a half cup of butter that I've cubed and it's chilled, and you're going to bring this together in the food processor, kind of like you would a pie dough, a nice pastry crust, and give it a good blitz until it all comes together. I almost forgot, because this is a lemon lavender bar, I also want to amp up the lavender in the crust. So I have just a sprinkling of lavender buds and I'm kind of rolling them between my fingers so they release their essential oils. Give it a good blitz. Okay, you can see this is a little crumbly, which is exactly what I want. I'm going to pour it into my high baking pan, and I'm going to use this same container to mix the rest. Without even washing it out. It's going to be totally fine. I just need to press this into the pan with my fingers, and even though it was crumbly going in, it's going to come together in the pan because that butter is going to help it all stick. This is nicely packed into my pan. I'm going to put it into my 350 oven for about 20 minutes while I work on the lemon filling. The filling is equally easy and comes together in my food processor as well. You can also whiz this up in a blender, or if you wanted to, in your mixer. Anything works. You just need to make sure you give it a lot of time to incorporate some air and get it nice and fluffy. I've cracked 2 eggs into that same bowl I had my flour in. They go in there. And then another pinch of the lavender buds. You don't want too much because lavender can be overpowering. And like I said, you can leave it out, as my daughters probably will. And then I need the zest of a pretty decent sized lemon. The fresh zest is really important here. It just really drives home that lavender and lemon zing. I'm only going to need about 2 tablespoons of the juice. So there that goes. There's 1, there's 2, I need a pinch of salt, and I need baking powder, a half teaspoon, and then just a half cup of granulated sugar for some sweetness, and then let it all mix up. You can see that this is nice and foamy and golden, and that's exactly the way I'm going to pour it onto that hot crust when I take it out of the oven. This next step is really, really easy. All you have to do is take that beautiful eggy lemon and just pour it onto your hot crust. Then I'm going to just swirl it around just a little bit so that it gets all the edges and the corners. It's going to puff it because it's got egg in it. And then I thought I would experiment a little bit. I'm going to do blueberries on half of this. You will know as quickly as I do if this is a success or not. I'm kind of living on the edge here because I haven't tried the blueberries in it, but lemon, blueberry, lavender, they go together so incredibly well. I think it's going to be great. All right. Now this all goes back into the oven for another 20 to 25 minutes, still at 350. Now the hardest part of this recipe, letting them cool. I'm sorry. Then you dust it with powdered sugar, cut them up and serve them. But letting them cool, it's a tough job. We'll get through this together.